Okay, so back week 3. You're wanting to, we kind of talked about this, you're wanting to hit like, destroy your lower body. So you're gonna try what I was talking about, which is just turn off the upper body and just do lower body. Yep. So you're going to work on posterior chain. What is that?
So basically the entire backside of the legs.
Okay, so glutes,
hamstrings. Yeah.
So those tie-ins, are they technically they're part of the glute, right?
It's what connects the glute to the hamstring. So you want to be able to see that connection as well.
Okay. So what exercise are you going to do for today for that?
So I'll do 2 for that specifically. I'll do like an elevated split squat that will really hit the tie.
Front leg elevated?
Yep.
Okay.
Or you can do back leg, but I'm going to do front leg today.
Okay.
And then I'll do an RDL, which will hit hamstring, it'll hit glute, but it'll also hit that entire kind of little area I'm looking to work on.
Okay, so RDL stands for Romanian deadlift.
Yes.
But essentially what the Romanian deadlift is your lift is not incorporating your knees, which then engages your quads and stuff, right? You're just hinging at the hips.
And you can adjust your stance too. So like the more knee bend, you can hit more glutes. The less knee bend, you can hit more hamstrings with a stretch.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of manipulate it a little bit, but it should hit all of it.
So if a girl's trying to work on her glutes,
she wants a little bit more of a leg bend, and you want to force your way back, like push your butt back.
Okay.
And you want to just come to a specific point and then come up. It's not so much about the range of motion at that point.
Okay.
And if you want to hit more, then it's just a soft knee bend. Same, still driving back, but you go more range of motion to get that stretch in the hamstring to engage those more. Okay.
And then the other exercises you're planning on doing, is that just to kind of just further kill your legs?
Yeah, so I was thinking hip thrust just to hit more of the glutes. The hamstrings I'll hit with the RDLs, and then I'm going to do the split squat for the tie-in. So those 3. And then I was thinking to hit like a kickback to just really just kind of
burn out.
Yeah, burn out more glutes though.
So this is the workout that you would recommend somebody with a suit to just work on, like a butt that would pop.
If they were looking for more posterior chain.
Okay. So my terminology is
butt pop. Well, that's that's the goal. But
exactly. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
Katalyst is a full-body electro-muscle stimulation suit that can flex every major muscle on your body for 4 seconds on, 4 seconds off. This simulates in one 20-minute workout the equivalent of 4 to 5 hours of weightlifting in the gym. It seems like cheating, but it's clinically backed science, and the incredible muscle-building potential and the real-world strength gains are incredible. Also, if you're thinking of getting a suit, my viewers should always try my coupon, AustinAfter40. I'll always work to get you the most discount I can, and sometimes, like now, it's stackable with their current sale. So what I'm going to do is once he's done with his adjustments, I'm going to dial you up.
Okay.
You see how you're already like way higher than you would be.
Oh.
Getting there?
Yeah.
Okay, where at? Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Perfect.
Yep, everywhere.
Perfect.
I didn't get down into it.
Okay. And again, I'm just going to keep slowly dialing you up without you knowing. So if you get to the point where you're freezing, either try to work through it, and if you can't work through it, tell me. How you doing?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Too much?
The quads. Just the quads.
Okay. Yeah. Work through it. That's the spot I wanted to get to.
Okay. Oh, God.
Yep, work through it. You got it, work through it. And again, for those watching, only the lower body is enabled. The glutes can dial? Glutes can go up?
Yep. That's good.
I took the quads down a little bit too.
Okay, I'm gonna split squat and maybe I'll go back to it.
Do you need me to dial it down?
Maybe. It's the back leg, I can't get it up.
Totally. That's about right. You want me to dial the glutes?
That's fine, I'll try it. Yeah, you can dial the glutes.
But see, I'm glad you're not dialing the hamstrings down.
Nope, the butt is good. It's nice and high.
Quad still?
No, it's fine.
Everything's okay?
Yeah, I just.
Okay. You see what I mean by trying to work through it? Because you can work through it. And it's not that your muscles.
I'm afraid to stop, if we're being honest.
Yes. So as I understand it, it is not your muscles failing to move. It is actually your brain. That's all that is.
It's the reverse leg too.
That's the problem. You're not isolating necessarily as much as you think you are because the back's still fired, you know?
Absolutely. Holy crap. My quads are taking a beating.
You want me to dial those down so you can focus?
Sure. I'm just super quad dominant, I think.
I don't think that that's it necessarily. You might have just hit them really hard last week.
Maybe.
Because, you know, I would say the last 2 weeks, your hamstrings were what was
I know.
like your limiting factor. Your quads being at this time is surprising. But I am gonna dial your glutes. Too much?
No, it's good.
Okay. It's like you don't want to sacrifice form necessarily. But I can tell you're like 100% engagement.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Holy
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. How you doing on all the settings? Your hamstrings? You haven't mentioned your hamstrings once.
I know.
Okay,
I can't tell you
I'm
why.
gonna be a dick and I'm gonna dial them a little bit. Okay, that's 2 more. I'm gonna give you 2 more on the next one. Tell me if you lock up. You okay?
Yep.
Okay. If you're wanting to do this as like custom exercises, you can just run this on the iPhone and then get, like I have a wrist strap.
And you can just time it.
And then you just look at your wrist for the timing. Because you can't really see the exercises. Great. I mean, I wouldn't assume on the iPhone. I haven't used it much. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
And we'll dial it if you want. Your legs are going to be dialed the same as we left them off.
Okay.
Which is not right in the beginning.
I know you want to do it, so go ahead.
I've kind of stopped asking.
I felt him
Until
there.
I hear you like whimper, it's like, she can take more.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, tell me what hurts when it hurts.
Arms.
Okay.
Arms. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do a tricep extension. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You got it. Yeah. If you can move your arms, you're solid. See, you're good. Let's dial those. Your abs are dialed too high.
They hate it. I'm telling you right now.
Is
My
it your
left
chest?
ab-
Is it your chest too?
Oh, my.
Oh shit, he's dialing it too. My bad. I forgot to turn him off. I forgot to turn him off. No wonder you're hating it. Okay.
He's kicking my
Well,
ass.
now we're good. You can work through this now. Push through. There you go. I'm not gonna dial it. It's gonna be right there.
Is he dialing it?
No, I've turned him off. It's different when you killed your legs first, right? Because that's like that major muscle group, and now you're like...
But it's everything.
Yes.
It's not just my legs. Oh, God. I did my left first because it's my weaker.
And now your support leg is now fried. Okay, you ready to rock?
I'm rocking.
Okay. That was just 1% increase. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's doing
just 3 reps.
Regular, wide, and then hammer.
Right, which I think really in this suit probably does nothing.
Well, look at him. He looks like an overachiever.
You know, I'll say this. I haven't touched a weight in 8 months, and my arms are like a couple inches bigger than they were 8 months ago.
Lateral lunges. I hate these to begin with. I'm not good at them.
Okay, starting now.
Holy crap.
It does help huge to be in the middle of movement when it kicks off.
Yep, it's okay.
I like how you look relaxed, and I know that the suit's firing, and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. How you doing?
I'm getting there. Oh.
Again, my bad. I forgot to turn his trainer adjustments off.
He was kicking my butt too.
You see it okay?
Jesus. Okay. Oh my God, bless America. Oh, hip went firing.
How's this now? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you notice a difference when we just did lower body?
Yes.
What was the difference? Like,
So I felt like my heart rate got up there from working
Even
a
though it
larger
was-
muscle group,
Right.
and then.
but
it
without
kinda
the upper
stayed.
body engaged,
Yeah.
was your...
I had more
And it's
focus
hard to
in my
explain
legs.
to people who have never used the suit
Yeah.
before, but like,
Well,
the mind-muscle connection is you just have a better mind-muscle
Yeah.
connection when you don't have all the distractions.
Well, everything's firing, and you're like, oh, my bicep, while you're trying to do a leg
Right.
workout, and you're like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So when
Right.
you turn that off, you can really just, and like I said, in between the 4 seconds, I was really trying to still try to feel something so I can make sure, because when you're firing, you're working, you know it's working, but if you're
Yes.
like trying to feel that certain muscle
but the
group.
suit's also firing it for you.
Yes.
So you're kind of like, okay,
So
am I
when you're
really
done,
working?
am I
Right.
feeling it in this too without
Right.
it firing? Yes.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
So would you say that if you were wanting to work out just legs, say in the suit, would you say it would be more effective to do it without the upper body on?
If that's your main focus, probably.
Okay. So what I'm currently doing is I work out upper body separate from lower body, and I alternate them. So I do lower body, upper body,
Yeah.
separate days, so that I can like focus. I mean, would you say that that is a logical
about it,
as far
yeah.
as trying to run it high?
It's like what you do at a gym. Like if you're really into developing muscle groups, you're not going to work every single muscle group on that day.
Right. Which, and this is one
works
of the
well,
beautiful things is
yeah.
it does still do that.
Absolutely.
But
and that's one of the things I
you're not
like
hitting
about
everything
it.
as hard.
Yes.
Right.
But you're not hitting the legs as hard as you could be hitting it because your abs are going in your chest. So if that's
Right. All that
something you're
energy.
trying to take to the next level, you can really just put forth, like
Right.
you said, the
Right. You're
energy.
splitting the energy across.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. So, of all these exercises, as far as like the tie-ins and the glutes, which one did you feel like hit the best with the suit? Is it all the same stuff that would hit in the gym with weights? Or did you feel like the suit was better at certain things as far as engagement goes?
So the gym, I feel like you can really
Isolate?
self-isolate.
Right, okay.
So, but with the suit, you're working everything in
You're
that.
also hitting your quads.
So like if I'm doing a hip thrust improperly, I'm going to be using my back and all the things I shouldn't be using in the gym when I'm just trying to focus on here. But when I'm
Right.
here doing it, I feel it in my glutes, but I'm also hitting my hamstrings and my
Right.
quads
Right.
at the same
Right.
time, which
Right.
isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, and I think that's
I think that's
it's
what
good
this
and
is.
bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's kind of like you could get
One
so,
movement can do the
you could
whole
get
body.
so granular,
Yeah.
to where you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna dial the glutes, and now you're just working the glutes.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's almost, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but if you're gonna do that in the suit, you might as well just go to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also feel like the suit will help take that to the next level.
Right, because of the extra
Because it's
muscle fiber
contracting
engagement.
while you're contracting already, so you're getting 10 times the work in one load versus.
Yes, and that's where like in the in the studies and stuff, it's like literally 90 to 92% of the muscle fibers are
Yeah.
firing, whereas in your hip thrust you might be getting, with a great mind-muscle connection, you might be hitting like 48 or 50%.
Well, you can really push the weight when you're doing it that way, but
Yes.
it's not so like what I notice is the more weight I push, sometimes I don't activate.
Yes.
I'm just throwing the weight.
Yes. And see, and this is something else that I want to make sure that you're kind of semi-tracking, is you kind of know where your reps are as far as weight and how many reps
Yeah.
you're able to do right now. I would expect that to go up by
Oh, it will.
20% over
Yeah.
the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's just from muscle growth. I think you're going to be able to lift more.
So
I
this
want you to be
isn't
able to track that.
replacing my workouts, this is adding to it.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is giving me that extra push I need because you know, I have a year to get to a certain weight with a certain muscle structure. Like that's my goal, right? And I feel like this is going to help escalate me to that faster than if I were not to do it.
Well,
so
and
it's just
see,
adding to it.
and here's one thing that I would curious to get your take on in like after the 2-month mark, right? Is because of the suit, your mind muscle connection is going to get better. So even if you stayed at a static weight, you will be able to lift more in the gym. Now, does that lifting more in the gym correlate to faster muscle gains because you're able to push more weight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To some degree it will.
Yeah.
But is it 20%? Is it 10%? Is it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just curious to see if, you know, as you measure, as you do different things, I think that's going to be like a huge test case.
Yeah, I agree. So this, like I said, it's not taking away. I'm still doing those things, but it's adding to it.
Well, and you somewhat almost have taken away, right? Because you're not lifting, you're not in the gym as much as you would be if you were not using the suit.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it is somewhat taking away to some degree.
To some degree.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But do you feel like it's worth it? I mean, obviously, you would.
Yeah,
be
I
doing
do.
it.
I do feel like it's. I think it's going to take me to the it's going to help me grow the muscle faster than I would be able to on my own. And that to me is just
That's huge.
the end all be all.
Right. That's huge. Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.